Have you ever gone through a really difficult time in your life where you just felt like things were out of your ability to control it? And maybe in those things you felt like God had abandoned you, that He had moved away from you, and therefore bad things started coming into your life. Or maybe He was punishing you for not living up to the expectation that you thought He had for you. And I want to tell you a little story about King David. Before he was actually king, he had been anointed king, so God had really communicated to him that he would be king, but the current king, Saul, was trying to kill him and chasing him around the country. And David ends up being pushed out and fleeing to a nearby country. And while there, he thinks it will be safe, and he realizes that they are not his friend. And he starts to worry that they might actually try to kill him or attack him or put him in prison. So he pretends to be insane. And I love the Bible because it talks about all the true things in life. And David must have been a great actor because they just truly believed that he was a madman, and they sent him out of his country back to his own. And then we can pick up the story from there in 1 Samuel. But there's a psalm that talks about what was going on at this time, and it's really revealing David's heart as he is going through this experience. And it reads this: it's Psalm 34. I'm going to read verse 18 and 19 to you. And it says, "The Lord is near the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all." And I want two things that I see in there. And the first is that the Lord is near the brokenhearted. And so David is in this really out of control situation that he has almost no influence over. And he says, in the midst of that, he says God was near him. God is near the brokenhearted, that God never left him, and that God was with him through the struggle. And the second thing I see there is that many are the afflictions of the righteous. It doesn't say that if you follow God and do everything just perfect and awesome, that nothing bad is ever going to happen to you. In fact, it says many are the afflictions of the righteous. And so you can't judge your obedience by the things that you are walking through. But we can certainly walk in obedience as we go through those things. And one thing that I know for sure is that God is walking with you and me through the things that we feel are out of control, that we feel we have no or little influence on as we walk through our day, through our week, and through our lives. And so I want to encourage you today that if you are feeling disconnected from God, if you are feeling far from God, if you're feeling maybe He's forgotten you and left you in a really bad situation, and you're thinking that's the reason that you're struggling or that this thing is in your life, I want to encourage you that couldn't be further from the truth, that as we are heartbroken, as we struggle, as we walk through life, that God is right there with us, and He wants to walk through it with you. He wants you to understand more about who you are as you walk through that trial, and He also wants you to understand and grow closer to who He is. And so it really is a relationship. It's not just about getting information about God and knowing, yes, I could intellectually say that He's there, but to know that He is truly there with you in the midst of the hurt and the pain. So I want to encourage you today. Take your struggle to God. Remember that He is not far from you. He is right there with you. Have a great day.